Hello there, Dean here. If you've ever read the Book of Mormon, you'll notice it reads like a book written after the fact and not before. It's full of anachronisms, and the prophecies are just too specific. However, when challenging the LDS missionaries on this, quite often they'll say that Joseph Smith was an uneducated man and could not have possibly written the Book of Mormon. However, they're confusing education with intellect. There's also quite a few resources there for Joseph Smith to draw from to help him construct the Book of Mormon. The first vision in the Book of Nephi is actually a dream his father had about the iron rod. Also, of course, he had at the time a King James Version Bible, and at the time had the Apocrypha, of which he is known to be well read in. There was also this book out at the time, The View of the Hebrews by Ethan Smith, originally out in 1823. A view that Native Americans were descendants of the lost tribes of Israel. Oliver Cowdery, Joseph Smith's original scribe to the lost 112 pages, also lived in the small town of Vermont, of which Ethan Smith was a congregational pastor there for 5 years. So I'll let you draw your own conclusions to that as well. However, there was also this book out, originally out in 1809, the first book of Napoleon under the pseudonym of Erckland the Scribe, of which it is a loose satire about Napoleon. I just want to read you a quick section of that book. Now, in this, the people, the fear of the Lord had not been for many generations, and they had become a corrupt and perverse people, and the chief priests and nobles of the land, and the learned men thereof had become wicked in their imaginations of their hearts, and in the practices of their lives. And the evil spirit went abound amongst the people, and they raged like unto the heathen, and they arose against their lawful king, and slew him, and also his queen, and the prince their son, and verily with a cruel and bloody death. And moreover smote with mighty wrath the king's guards, and banished the priests, the nobles of the land, and seized upon and took unto them their inheritance, their gold, their silver, corn and oil, and whatsoever belonged to them. And it came to pass, the nation of the Gauls continued to be sorely troubled and vexed. Now, in the 1830 version of the Book of Mormon, it's clear to see these sources in it, and if you read a modern version of the Book of Mormon, you can see how much effort has gone in to polishing up the Book of Mormon. LDS missionaries will probably know about this book, however, the first book of Napoleon they've probably never heard about. Whether you want to challenge them on this or not, that's up to you. That's all for now. Bye.